Hi, I'm Jale. Welcome to my channel. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Taurus for April 2020. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus, Mars, however you fit into Taurian energy. This is going to be for you. Happy birthday. If your birthday is from the 20th of April up until the end of April. 39. Whoop, whoop, whoop. I'm going to be 39 on the 20th of April. Yes, I'm excited. Don't know why. I'm joking. Right, let's get started here. Okay, so Taurus. Excuse the absolutely ridiculous, horrendous dance. I can dance better than that, by the way. I'm just being a geek. Right, let's... I don't know why. I'm in a giddy mood. I feel like you guys may have got into a giddy mood. Maybe your default is the comedic route when things happen. Your default sort of your default energy, your default persona is comedic in energy, possibly. Okay, so Taurus. I'm an Aries Taurus cusp, but for Taurus, April 2020, Spirit. What can you tell us here? They want me to talk about the full moon, which is on the 6th, 7th, depending on where you are. Excuse me while I go and grab the card, as usual. It is in Libra. It is the supermoon, pink supermoon, which is officially marking the beginning of Easter. The moon does tend to go via, that's how they generate the dates for Easter. This full moon is going to be in Libra, guys. Go easy on yourselves around those dates. I feel like people are going to get a bit frustrated. They're just saying, be aware, and I'm going to have to wash my hands again now. Just touch my face. Yeah, just be aware. Be aware around that date, 6th or 7th, depending on where you are in the world. It's going to be... because it's in Libra, it's like we're in the balancing scales here, and it's like emotionally balancing things out. So keep focused, keep positive. But we've got the 8 of Cups here in the reverse. So someone possibly is needing to walk away or to leave things in a certain position, ready to be picked back up at a later point. But I feel there's a resistance here. Someone is resisting what is currently going on. And is not playing ball. Someone doesn't want to acknowledge what is currently going on in the world, possibly. Maybe they're fighting it here. Yeah, we've got the divine guidance. This is the Hierophant here. This is structure and order. Okay, this is Archangel Sandalphon. Now, Sandalphon is my homie. I'm going to be honest. He's my homie. He is in charge of the crystalline grid, all right, which is the Earth's natural grid, and he rules Earth. This is Earth's ruling. This is Earth. And as you can see, the way I pulled this out is we've got the 8 of Cups here. Sandalphon, aka the Hierophant, which is the order, earthly order. And we've got the Queen of Wands, right? This, I feel, could be you or someone that you know's energy. Maybe your cross-watcher. This is someone who is dynamic. Hello. This is... this is someone... I don't know why I'm so giddy. I don't know what they've done. They've probably put something in my freaking cordial here. I don't know. I'm joking. I'm joking, obviously. That would be, you know, needed at the time. I'm joking, right? So, Queen of Wands. This is someone focused. This is someone strong. This is a leader, okay? This leader right here doesn't want to get involved in any of this. Doesn't want to get involved in this 8 of Cups. She wants this 8 of Cups to go and to have this to just be resolved, and then she can move on, right? But the divine order is here for a reason. The divine order is buffering the two for a reason. Now, there's no coincidence how I pull these cards out either. They tell me where to put the cards. They tell me what to say. They tell me what to do. They tell me... But I signed up for this, so can't moan. As in the job. The Queen of Wands, this could also be pertaining to someone that maybe you want to be involved with that has a third party, and now you're just kind of like, you're blocking my plans. there's a frustrating energy, which is possibly why I'm feeling like I'm all giddy, because it's counterbalancing that. Someone wants me to counterbalance it, and that's your advice too. Find the light relief in this. Don't take, I'll be honest with you, the higher you keep your vibration at this time, the better. Real talk. The higher you keep your vibration at this time, the better. Because, demonstrating perfectly by Spirit, who just flipped the card out, strength. And I'm hearing we're all in this together. We're all in this together. I'd love for you to see this lady's expression, because can you see the lion's expression here? The lion knows. The lion knows. The lion is, look at 0 F's given by that lion, let's be real. And she's smiling because she has the strength of the lion here. You also have the strength of the lion, but also, if you can see in the background, can you see what's going on over that lion's head? The lion has a bird, the dove. The dove is a dove of peace, of tranquility, of prosperity, of new beginnings, of hope. And the dove is carrying that figure of 8. Everything is as it should be. And what has been manifested in the 5D is shortly coming to Earth to be anchored. The lion knows it, and with the lion's strength, the woman knows it. But that lot, can you see around that woman's head, around that woman's crown chakra, she's got a red energy, because she knows. She already knows that this is on its way. Now, can you see next to her hand, not that I can figure out my left and my right, we've got a Leo sign here. You guys are going to have to wait till early July, well, mid-July, July 21st, up until August for anything to transition potentially here. So between now and August, your wants, your wishes, this situation, we're going to need to put our certain things paused while we're focusing on other things. But it's coming, and don't doubt it. And you need this. And look at the 11 as well at the top of the card. Strength and grace through kindness, self-confidence and forgiveness. So if you haven't managed to be in contact with people while this has happened, and you're like, "Argh," there's a reason for it. And you're going to get to a point where you're going to look back and be like, oh my goodness, I know the reason. But it requires you to have a trust and a faith in the universe. This leap of faith is Aries energy. He's got his dog. He's going on his solitary mission. He's taken his trusted companion with him, the dog, and he's on his own inner journey with his guides, with his protection around him. Here, never too far away. Same as the lady with the lion. The lion has her protection. The lady has her protection. The land beast, the lion, that strength, that's him. He's essentially given his animal guide to you. You are being lent. So everything's happening in the 5D at the moment. Maybe they're not contacting the 3D. He's lent you his animal guide to protect you. That's what you don't get. Try not to cry. To confirm, I was looking for an item earlier today, and interestingly it does link to that kind of Leo energy. And the item was a hairbrush. Couldn't find it. I spent 4 hours looking for my hairbrush, and I'm just like, am I missing something here? Am I missing something? Do I need to, like... And I looked everywhere, and Spirit, I could hear them. They said, it will turn up when it needs to. I thought, well, that's weird. So I sat down, went along with it, because I could feel playful energy, like cherub-like energy coming through. And they said, you know, you're going to need this for your reading. I just knew this would come up for this reading. And the previous reading I filmed, which was Aries. And I am an Aries Taurus cusp, just FYI. Sun sign. And they said, sit in this energy a bit. That's why everything is as it needs to be, but the timing has to be right for this. I was like, okay, interesting. And I could just feel a real playful energy. And it reminds me of cherubs, which is that new life, that new Aries energy, that leap, that kind of freshness, that childlike energy that they're playing. It's like the 9D, sorry, not the 9D, the 5D here. We're transitioning into that at the moment. And this is why there's a lot of bumps, because not everyone is calibrated to that. Let's be real. And so there has to be a balance, unfortunately, and a recalibration. And it's hard. And we're birthing a new era here where we're all in it together, hence the message. But the guides want us to know, especially the cherubs, that with that Aries energy, the cherubs are the new incarnations on the planet, okay? The cherubs are in the tree of life, those that have passed over, are birthing a brand new era of children, the rainbow children, okay? And the cherubs stand for these new energies that are coming to give us the energy that is needed here. Because there's total imbalance at the moment. Look at what's been going on before this. There's been some disgusting things happening. The austerity, people can't even eat. How the 1% are extraordinarily rich and you've got people struggling. That's not okay. I don't want to live and watch that. I don't want to feel helpless to not know what to do about anything. Like, I wanted to set up a charity. That would have been my wish, and hopefully one day that will be my wish. And it will be a reality. But we are in need of a recalibration here, and there is a birth of a new age coming in, and there will be a birth of new children, and these cherubs are preparing as we speak. And the veil is so thin that we're picking up on that energy, and because they're cherubs, what they do is they are waiting now to come here. Because what happens is when people, and just FYI, I've witnessed this. And yes, I did go up there once. Yeah, more than once actually. I've had 4 near-death experiences. When they go up, I have actually helped a soul transition before that has passed over. Yes, I can do that. I do mediumship as well. And I saw these cherubs. It's like these souls coming into this. I mean, it was the most amazing atmosphere. It was like nothing I'd ever witnessed before in my life. And I remember taking them up and thinking, oh, this is weird. I'm here. Like, this is a bit weird. Anyway, let me see if I can find the right card here. Yeah, so I went up and these souls who had passed over went. It was all I could see was green and a blue sky, and I was like, this is insane. The energy was amazing. Like when you've had a power meditation, and it's like you come out of it like. That was 1% of what I witnessed in that energy that I went to, because it was like nothing. It was heaven. That's the best way I can describe it. And these souls touched this tree, the tree of life, and then disappeared. And I was like, am I supposed to be here? I don't know if I'm supposed to be here. And then literally in their place, within a split second, there was cherubs. For me, it's an incarnation, a new incarnation. It's like, and don't forget, time doesn't exist up there. So what's happened is they've gone through their healing process. They've looked at everything that they needed to learn here, and they've come out the other end. And it's like they're ready to progress into Earth to do what they need to do. We are currently undergoing this. Now, don't forget, if everyone's holed up, there's going to be some interesting experiences via fertility, let's say, especially around the next few days. So just be aware of that, the 24th, 25th. Yeah, and these children are on their way, because the vibration is ready, that we are currently transitioning into a vibration, but it's one and the same thing. The whole thing is one and the same thing. It's like where we're shifting and changing, the souls that come in are also shifting and changing, and there's a new caliber of souls that are ready to be born, which is why there's the veil is thinning, because we're transitioning through 4D into 5D, which is why as they're having a giggle with me, because I'm very Kali energy, I'm very death and rebirth energy. I've had lots of near-death experiences. I've had 4 near-death experiences, and so I've had experiences before with cherubs. I've had experiences before with Sandalphon, who does rule the crystalline grid of the earth, and is in charge of he was in the bottom of the tree of life when I actually did meet him as well. He gave me an object, which I'm not going to say what it is, but yes, it was ready for this. Just FYI, yes. And when I was looking for my hairbrush, I found this feather, and I looked up the meaning of the brown and the red in the feather, and it says about how there's a positive influence coming to the house. There's a positive good news coming. Just to keep the faith, to have you know, to hold that energy, to not sort of give up, to not doubt, because it's here, and you know, to sort of absorb that energy. And obviously, if I hadn't been looking for the hairbrush, I wouldn't have come across this. And then not only that, but I wouldn't have been in the right energy to film the videos that I've just done, but also this video, because I have also just filmed 2 healing videos, because it wasn't the right time, and it's exactly how Spirit said it. It wasn't the right time, that they needed me to go through that. So if you're feeling like things are going missing, that is going to be a part of it. Like, you're going to have those experiences, okay? You're going to start missing things like socks, and you're like, is this a joke? They're playing with you, but it's not meant to wind you up. So if you start getting really frustrated about it, look at it with lovingness, because these are babies. They're not trying to annoy you. They're babies. They're getting ready to come here to lift everyone's spirits. They're lifting the energy. Personally, I for one, if that's your soul contract, you're welcome to come here, because us light workers, we need some, you know, extra help, of course. We know we do what we can. This is Sandalphon. This is the divine guidance. He's the Hierophant. He's order, natural order, the universal order I've been talking about. Okay, this universal order that I harp on about is no joke, and this is what we're seeing at the moment. Where I said, I've been saying it in my videos, if you know, it'll be recalibrated, it'll be recalibrated, it'll be recalibrated, it'll be... Welcome to recalibration. Yes, it's not easy. Some of us are prepared. I've been ill in a bed for 2 years to prepare for this. Apparently that was the reason I was in the bed, because if they put me through that as best as they can early, then I'll be able to be equipped to deal with this. Yes, it's extreme, but it's needed. It's my soul contract as well. It's why I'm here. It's part of why I'm here. So this guy, Sandalphon, get used to Sandalphon. He looks a bit weird in that one. That's honestly, his energy is amazing. He is not of that energy. I'll be honest with you, when I saw him, I gave him a hug, and I just said, can I not come back? Can I just stay here, please? And he was like, no, you need to go back. And I was like, you know, like, and then he just smiled, and he said no. And I was like, what? Trying to negotiate, and he was just like, and then that was it. But he amazing energy. I might try and draw Sandalphon at some point, because I feel like this card is not, and no disrespect to the card, I mean, the card is pretty amazing in itself, but why do I feel like this guy's face is like, I mean, don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with the guy, but it's like, he knows, you can tell he knows, and he's got his hands reached out wide. But yeah, this guy is working very hard, as is Metatron at the moment. Metatron is the universal grid, but this guy, Sandalphon, at the moment is working really hard, and the item that he gave me was to prepare me for this. There are others as well. It's not just me. There are several others. There will be 11 as of April. There will be 11 of us that have that thing that I'm not going to mention, because it's not time. Sorry guys, I'm not going to kind of give away information when they don't want me to. So, and this is not a sort of a conspiracy. It's just, it has to be the right time. There's a time for everything. As you can see, this is a blessing. I'm sending that blessing to you, because it's not just for me, it's for you guys as well. Okay, so that positive home life, positive energy, blessings, new endeavors, new faith, new love. This is for you. Okay. Also came out is the King of Wands. So this is the counterpart. This is the counterpart. So don't forget, while you're learning all these other things, your counterpart is always going to be about, he or she, take it as it resonates, this is not about you being kind of thrown to the wayside. This is about you doing the work, you doing what is necessary. Like, I'm going to be really honest, when this all happened, I was like, bye, beeline. And I know my person was like, the heck? That's a bit weird. And I'm like, deal with it, I've got things to do, bye. I was like, sorry, not messing around. I've got a job. So yeah, so this is again. You watch every reading now. There's going to be the masculine like. Doo-doo-doo-doo. I'm here. That's all. I don't know if you heard that. I'm here. And don't forget, he's also here. You have protection around you. This dove in the 5D here is currently anchoring the light into the earth for a reunion. But this has to happen first. It can't happen in this energy. Or can it? Let's see. Taurus, April 2020. Can it? Or can it? The star, healing, promise, future hope. This is also Aquarius energy. This is Archangel Jophiel. Can you see around her crown chakra? She's got that beautiful violet energy here with that kind of another red ray that protects. The water bearer. She's here to heal. There's healing that's underway here. And I'm hearing a star is born. A star is born. Okay? A dream come true. Believe in yourself. The end of a difficult situation. While this is coming out, you are coming into your own. You are coming into your own. And it needs to happen. You are coming into your own. Believe. Acceptance of yourself is important as well at this time. Taurus, please. April. Lots of endings here. This is the 10 of Swords. The 10 of Swords here. There's an ending. Okay. Can you see she's on a stage as well? She's on a stage. She's taking her bow. There's an acknowledgement here. If you have been, if you are some of you guys are uber talented, I can already tell. And it's like you're stepping into your own now. This is the energy where you're stepping into your own and you're taking your bow. You're getting your acknowledgement. That had to happen now while all this is going on because it was the right time. It says a situation has ended and you are finally free. New opportunities for happiness will now follow. Put the past behind you. Blue is truth. Blue is the throat chakra. Blue is Archangel Michael. It's also protection. And the wheels of karma is balanced. If you have gone through a lot of injustice, if you have gone through situations where people didn't listen, people didn't acknowledge, people didn't want to know, people underestimated, people didn't see what you were talking about, people didn't know, this is about to be recalibrated, everything. But it's not just injustice. It's like if you're owed money, that's about to come back to you. If you're sad, you're about to have a recalibration of that. If you're angry, you're about to have you're getting this is a recalibration. This is karma. You are reaping what you sowed. This is coming to you. And you're standing on a podium. This is you in your glory. Archangel Raguel is here to help. The justice, scales of justice are being balanced. And can you see that curtain? The same curtain that was pulled when you you showed your bow, you did your curtsy for whatever it is, the gift that you're about to step into and show the world. The scales have been balanced. Everything is as it needs to be and as it should be. We've also got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. Okay, now obviously upright, this would be someone who is very kind of stable, very kind of financially secure. This is the someone that's probably could be an entrepreneur or father, could be someone that's extraordinarily grounded, could also be an earth sign, so Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. but it's reversed. So this could be someone who's starting to become a little ungrounded. This is the counterpart energy here. They want to offer something, but the karma has affected them. They are big. So if you sat there going, oh, I put all my energy into my, you know, counterpart, this is now being felt because we've got justice with the counterpart here. So if you warned your counterpart against something, they're going to acknowledge it. If you told your counterpart something would happen, they're going to acknowledge it. If you, anything you said that essentially is coming, I mean, April's, you're going to be proven right. This is you being right, okay? Yes, I know that's a bit sort of like, we don't want to sit in that energy and be like, ha ha, I was right, but ha ha. I'm joking. That's so petty. I can't believe. Guys, forgive me. That was really petty energy. We're not about that energy. Or are we? I'm joking. Right. We're not sort of sinking to that level. We don't acknowledge that level of existence, as even in these hard times we're not acknowledging that level of existence, but there is a karmic balance here, okay? And this is the thing, let's get serious for a minute here. You've got to remember, it's not about being right. This is not about our ego. We're here, the egos are being shed. This is what all this is about, essentially, a part of it, some element of it. Egos are being shed, big style, and because the ego is not, you don't go up there and sort of keep your ego. You don't have that. Ego is a very three-dimensional concept, and even fourth-dimensional concept. So we're stripping a lot. Is that why the counterpart is struggling? Because maybe they had an ego issue previously, possibly. If it's, take it as it resonates. If not, it's just a recalibration of what was owed. Maybe at some point they were the successful one and they were the one that was in the limelight, or they were the one that had the money, and now the tables are turning because the energy is turning. So where we're in the 3-dimension, where obviously, the finances were very much that kind of focal point, we're transferring into the 5D, where it's about energetic exchange and about values, other values, moral values, integrity. And maybe this person needed to learn that. Maybe that's what they're learning now, that this is not about, money cannot save you. Maybe they chose a money option over you. Maybe that's why you're not with each other at the moment. Maybe there was a security element that they chose because it was a security element that they couldn't see because they were very much in their 3D. They're about to get schooled, and good luck to them. We wish them the best of luck, because that energy is, and it's not, I'm not saying anything drastic. We're not going to sit there, oh no, this is really awful energy. No, of course not. It's lessons. That's all it is. And we just send them the best of luck. We send them good vibes because we're high vibrational beings, and we want to see them transition through this as best they can, as effortlessly as they can, and with the least concern or worry, or problems. But we do have the 5 of Cups here, so I feel like a few of them are going through this kind of disappointment here, where it's hitting them. They're having to acknowledge the disappointment. It's like they're slowly, the penny's dropping. So if you've been sat there going, when are they going to realise this? It's now. This is when it's happening. It says everything happens for a reason. Release regret and embrace the opportunities for happiness. Search for an inner lining. So this is what your counterpart's going to be going through. Taurus, please, for... Okay. I'm going to pause the video and show you where these cards have landed. Can you see? We've got the Empress with the 8 of Swords, and then we've got the Knight of Wands with the Ace of Cups. Alright, now this is mental entrapment. This is you in your, this is the Empress or the feminine, okay? This is you coming into your own. This is you coming into your own, stepping away from this mental entrapment that you was in, and acknowledging this Knight of Wands, who is going to be, again, wanting to come forward. Hello. this person wants to come forward. They want to offer something, an emotional offer. Okay, but can you see that only the Knight of Wands, you coming into your own and them having to reassess everything is going to knock them a little bit. This is going to be happening around April. They're not, I mean, this is a very flighty kind of player energy as well, can be. Now, because it's got the Ace of Cups with it, it means that there's an emotional connection here. So it doesn't necessarily mean player energy. It just means that they need to level up a little bit first because they're not in their Emperor energy. You are, and you cross-watch it, anyone that identifies as the feminine in this situation, or the Empress, the Empress will be. And this is the Empress with the 8 of Swords. So whereas before maybe you didn't see certain things and you couldn't understand certain things, this is going to be shed. You're shedding that area. And you're getting into this Empress energy because this is where you're meant to be, your birthright. I'm hearing this is your birthright. This is what you were preparing for. This is what you came here to do. Meanwhile, your person, that lion that they offered you, their strength, while they're crumbling apart essentially, they're trying to build themselves up whilst protecting you, whilst overseeing you. And don't forget, this is happening in the 5D. So if you're sat there going, he's not even contacting me, sit in your heart center, because maybe he's contacting you in other ways, or she's contacting you in other ways. Sometimes you've got to remember this is a 5-dimensional connection and we're transitioning into that energy. So if you're picking up on that, it means they're communicating in other forms, maybe telepathically. Just, you've got to suss this out. So don't, sometimes the verbal you've got to remember, a lot of light beings don't even communicate. They're telepathic. The only reason we communicate is because we're 3-dimensional beings at the moment, or we were, you know. So you've got to step out of this communicating. Where is it coming? Me, I ran. I was like, bye. I'll see you later. I'll see you on the flip side. Off we go. I didn't even, in fact, it wasn't even a goodbye. It was, it was like, I've got work to do, see you later. Because that's what, I mean, what else are you supposed to say? Oh, I'm just going to take, you know, like, we can't be sat here. You got to do your thing now, mate. Sorry. He's offering the cup of love, though. This is getting offered, all right? So this is over the April period. Don't underestimate that energy. Oh, interesting. One momento. Okay, something is being purged. There is something that is being purged in amongst all this. 10 of Swords. So something is being released. Okay, and then healing can start. This is temperance, solutions. So this is balance. This is reconciliation. This is balance of the lighted realms. This is the healing. As you can see, Archangel Zadkiel is in that lighted energy. He's lit a fire, a beacon. He's the beacon. Success that comes from objective, compromise, self-control, and patience, forgiving and healing energy. So there's a healing that's taking place here between you guys. Something is ending, probably the 3-dimensional elements that we're in, the confines that we're in. Something is being healed before forward movement, communication, fast action, short journeys. The transition has to happen first before that. All right, the transition has to happen first before that. 5 of Swords was wanting to come out. That was in the middle of the deck. 5 of Swords is that sort of argumentative energy. I wouldn't be getting into that. I wouldn't be getting into that because it's like having a conversation now and then having a conversation in a couple of months and then you'll get to a point you'll be like, why are we arguing about this? It's not going to have the same value. It's like the energy of this arguing is being transmuted, okay, into this. 10 of Cups, ultimate fulfillment. And as you can see here, the rainbow children. I've been channeling about the rainbow since when I mentioned about Lilith conjunct Chiron now, literally now. That was, I think, starting from August. I was doing a few videos, and I started in August, and I did a voice recording around October time talking about the rainbow. We're in it. This is about 5D. We've transitioned. We're transitioning. This is the rest of this now. We've heard of crystal chill. We've heard of blue. We've heard of indigo. We've heard of crystal. Now we're in rainbow. This is the new generation, the new age. Okay, and yes, the age of Aquarius. It has been prophesized as well. Yeah, many Native American sort of cultures have talked about this. The Incas as well. I think the Mayans. There's a lot of different cultures that have talked about this. And the Eight of Cups in the reverse. It's like that's being moved away from. They're moving away. This is what's, you know, the kind of indecision and the what do we do and how that's going. This is on its way. This is on its way. And it means holding back from this for the time being. I wouldn't be getting... I mean, obviously you can have a conversation, but I feel like there's a potential for arguments here. And I feel like... do you need to have them? Do you need to... I mean, look, obviously, if someone's totally disrespecting you, personally, I wouldn't even be entertaining that energy right now. I'd be like, bigger things to fry right now. See you later. But, I mean, this energy suggests that you may want to argue with them around the April time, Tauruses. I wouldn't entertain it. There's bigger things going on here, you know, and I think you're going to get to a point where it's not going to matter. Yeah, look, 7 of Wands. This is really defensive energy here. This is like really defensive energy. This is like back off, very kind of, you're very defensive about something. What else is going on for Taurus, please, Spirit? What else is going on for Taurus, please, Spirit, for, yeah, look. It's like you're undecided about what the course of action is. 2 of Wands. It's like you're probably in this you're probably frustrated and angry that this has happened, and so essentially there may be arguments with your person. I wouldn't even get into that, because you're going to come out of this and be like, I wish I hadn't done that. Because look, we've got peace here. This is the Death card. This is about a transition. Because look, you've got to remember, if you look at every microcosm, your body's shedding layers, okay? Your community is shedding layers. Your connection with, you know, your person is, your whole connection, your relationship is shedding layers. The earth is shedding layers. The country is shedding. We are going through a huge purge. And the arguments, are they going to be worth it? Are you going to sit here in 3 months' time when you come out of wherever you are and go, that argument was so worth it, I had to go at him or her because they didn't say goodbye to me? Dude, I'll be really honest with you, I didn't. So if my person came to me and went, why didn't you say goodbye? I'd be like, what are you talking about? We talk all the time. What are you on about? This isn't a goodbye. This is you got to remember, we're in a physical reality, but you contact them all the time in the 5D. You're always in contact with them. You look at it from that perspective, and then you'll be like, okay, I get it. And if you don't feel like you do get it, then I'd be sitting in my heart center. I'd be sitting in my heart center, and I'd be connecting with that energy and sort of being, what is it I feel I'm lacking that I have to have contact? Like, I don't want contact. I don't want to have to deal with that. I've got a million things I've got to do. I've got 1,000,001 things I've got to do. Like, I'll be honest with you. I'm sat here like, if I just had food right now, I'd be okay. This for me it just means I'm doing my job. That's it. The only thing that I'm thinking about is food, because we have literally no food in this whole area. And so I'm losing a lot of weight apparently, which is fine. It is what it is. You know, I'm staying healthy. I'm taking my multivitamins, which interestingly I did stock up on. I've got my Acorn decaf coffee, which I highly recommend. I've got 1,000,001 essences, which I'm going to start. Or what I'd recommend is, if you've got any pink Himalayan salt, you Tauruses, obviously don't run a bath, because we don't know how much water we're going to need. All right, we don't know what's going to be the deal with the water situation, right? Just keeping it real, because we really don't. All right. Get a nice bowl of water, right, and stick a bit of pink Himalayan bar salt in it. If you don't have that, try and get some salt, not actual try and get sea salt, not actual salt, because we don't want to sort of be using any old salt. And dip your feet in it, because it will really it will just cleanse that and help you ground a little bit better. They keep telling me that, and I haven't tried it yet, but I'll let you know. But I'm a Taurus as well. I'm also got Venus and Taurus and Venus and Taurus. So I feel like any you know, any of you guys that have Venus and Taurus may understand what I'm talking about there. And yeah, it's just maybe put a bit of hot water with like maybe a bit of you know, sort of essence in it as well. That'll be lovely. Just sort of steam, you know what I mean, like a bit of a steam, a nice little facial, you know what I'm saying. I've got loads of ideas. Can't do any of them because I'm working, but if you guys want to do it, then let me know how you get on with that. Yeah, there's a cleansing here. There's a total recalibration. This is very Kalimar energy, very kind of rebirth energy, and of course we have to allow these energies to kind of finish out first before the new can come. Okay, bottom of the deck, 9 of Cups. This is your wish, okay, guys? We've just got to stick with it. We've got to go through a bit of weirdness before we get the wish. All right, keep focused. Don't doubt. Keep the faith. Keep the faith. He's got your wish for you. Let's pull some. They're saying not to go for that one just yet. Let's go with. Here we go. Let's use the Oracle, Archangel Oracle cards here. Outcomes for you guys. So Taurus, outcomes please. Taurus, outcomes please for the month of April. What is the outcome for Taurus please for April 2020? What is the outcome? It's time to remember who you are. Archangel Michael, you are a powerful, loving and creative child of God. You are very loved. The sword of truth and the wand of action. Spread your light and your action into the world because it will be greatly received. And for some reason, Archangel Michael's trying to speak through me. Hang on. Yeah, remember you are connected to all things at this time, as well as Source. As you can see around his crown, he is divinely protected. And he's saying, I'm here to serve. Call upon me if you need me. This is Archangel Michael. Goosebumps. Taurus, please. This is about waking into your soul mission. That card as well. Okay, so if you've had an idea about how you can improve life, you know, maybe you've had a business idea, maybe you've had a sort of an instinct that you're going to follow, you listen to that, because it's these times that people will have, there are going to be miracles. I'm telling you, every time I've seen something like this, as in a miracle, I'm just kind of like, this is the kind of time, you've got to remember we're still transiting out of 3D into 4D, 5D, which means we're dualistic. If we've got all this going on, there's going to be a counter reaction, which is amazing. Don't doubt that. You've got to think about this, but do it in a way that is like don't use your brain, because that's not always going to help in the situation, because we're transiting out of that, don't forget. Right, so what else for Taurus? Creative writing. Archangel Gabriel, make time to write down your thoughts in a journal, a pen, an article or book. Very important. There's going to be some of you that are going to be, I feel sick now. Someone, I don't know what that energy wave was about, but I felt a bit sick then. I think it's like ascension energy. But whoever that was for, if you felt that was you, I would say that you're going to need to do that. Maybe you're putting it off, but don't. And then clairaudience, your ears are adjusting to a different frequency, which could be ringing. Okay, you could hear ringing, could be tinnitus. Your ears are everything is energetic, so you're recalibrating to a certain energy to hear. So you may start hearing things, but as in, like, you know, not weird. You know, do you know what I mean? Like, as in, hi, I love you type energy, type hearing, not sort of weird healing. You know, not weird hearing, if that makes any sense. Archangel Zadikil, notice the loving guidance you hear inside your mind or from other people. Exactly, thank you, Zadikil. And just FYI, and I'm wondering if I've still got this, but if I can find this video, I don't know if did I take the video? I think I did take a picture, but I don't know if I still got it. I'll have a look. If I have still got it, I actually saw Zadig, and this is, again, don't do this now, obviously, but if you can get to a point where if there's clouds in the sky, start looking outside in the window. I saw Zadig in a cloud once, and he was just walking, and I was like, what have I been drinking today and eating? And I'm telling you now, there's some, these guys, they're just like, they appear, you know? I know that sounds weird, but I'm just being honest. Final card for Taurus. Final card, please, for April 2020 for Taurus. Final card. Yeah, set your intentions, guys. Crystal clear intentions. Archangel Michael, it says, be clear about what you desire and focus upon it with unwavering faith. Just keep focused. This is Michael. He's the protector. I'm here to serve. Call upon Archangel Michael if you need to. There's another card that's flown onto the other side. And then we've got life review. It says, Archangel Jeremiel, take inventory of your life and resolve to change or heal anything that is unbalanced. Okay guys, so this was your Taurus reading now for the month of April 2020. Thank you for your watching, thank you for listening. All your likes, shares and subscriptions, it means a lot to me. Thank you so much. I'm wishing you all the very best, guys. Alright, if you need to get hold of me, personal readings, healing, information in the description box. Take good care. Speak soon.